I just turned 45 about a month and a half ago. So, I noticed my recovery time's different. When I get aches and pains and I'm sore, if I get sick, my recovery time takes a lot longer than it used to back when I was like, 20, in my 20s. My health goals were mainly to really just stay fit, try and keep my body as fit as I can as I get older, because I have 3 kids and I like to play with them, but then there are times when I notice that my kids are running around and I can't keep up. And I've always taken pride on being the dad that likes to be hands-on, likes to play around, likes to jump around and have a good time with them. And I was noticing that I wasn't really able to do that as much as I started getting older. I was noticing that I was getting heavier than I am used to. I would say that a healthy weight that I like to be at is usually about 185. And I was tipping the scale at one point at about 215, 220 pounds. A lot of lower back pain, getting sick and staying sick for a really long time and just not feeling good. And at a certain point, sometimes you just have to make a decision and say, hey, I gotta do something about this. There was one time when I was at the park with my son. I was just kind of sitting on the bench and he wanted to play with me and I just couldn't do it. There was really nothing that I can do. And while all the other kids were playing and he could have been having a good time, he decided that he wanted to just sit beside me and say, you know what, I'm just gonna keep you company. And at that point, I realized, wow, my health and my sedentary behavior is not only affecting me, but now I have a son who's making a decision to just sit on the bench with me instead of playing out there with all of his friends. As I was getting heavier, my energy levels were getting lower. I wasn't hugely obese or anything like that, but I noticed a lot of weight around my midsection, a lot of fat around my face. And not only was I noticing it, but I have some people in my life that are very open and saying, hey, you're getting a little heavy there, what's going on? Like many people, being able to juice and be able to create like your own green drinks at home tends to be very time consuming and very inconvenient. So when I saw the little tearaway pouches of the green juice, I thought to myself, this is perfect. And so I started using it. I'm using this Organifi green drink. I thought it tasted good, but when I tried it, I was like, wow, I could drink this every day. I noticed my skin started clearing up a little bit more. I started having a little more energy. And then when I started incorporating that into like my protein and my oatmeal, it just made it that much easier. The green drink is just great by itself, but it'd be interesting to see like what type of recipes that other people can come up with the different products and how it's impacted their lives too. First thing I noticed is my energy levels. Another thing that I was noticing was I was sleeping better. And then in addition to that, I was stepping on the scale. I'm noticing, wow, I'm down 3 pounds this week. Wow, I'm down another 6 pounds this week. Wow, I'm down another 10 or 15 pounds from when I started doing this. And I realized that what I was doing was starting to work. I'm not the only one, that there are a lot of people that are in my shoes and that I could probably impact other people's lives if they see me change, not only my family, but other people in my life as well. Over the course of a few months recently, I think I've dropped about 25 pounds and I feel fantastic. I feel stronger than I've felt in a really long time, and I have more energy and I sleep better. So there's a lot of benefits to that. When I look in the mirror, I like what I see, as opposed to trying to hide away and try and get baggy clothes or just to kind of hide away where people won't see me. I feel better about myself. I'm not as self-conscious as I was about my appearance, but it also reflects on the way that I carry myself as well. And being what I do for a living, it's very important that I'm very outgoing. I'm talking to a lot of people. And when I have those things happening where I feel good about myself, I like what I see in the mirror, and I just have that more self-confidence, it transitions not only into my personal life, but it also transitions into my professional life as well. So the weight loss was great, but the person that I became because of it is so much more beneficial and has so much more value. I have a lot of friends that are noticing and they're saying, wow, what have you been doing? Especially when I don't see people that I know very well and I don't see them for like maybe 3 or 4 weeks. And then when they see me, they get that look on their face like, something's different about you. I would say just do it, because the more that you just kind of think about something, the more that you have like a great idea of something that you want to accomplish. Great ideas are good, but until you put a plan in action and you start actually doing it, an idea is really not worth anything. So start a little bit at a time. Don't make any of these crazy drastic changes in your life where you totally shock your system and your body doesn't know what to do. But sometimes it's the simple act of just adding maybe the green juice to what you do throughout the day, and then maybe changing what you're already using as far as protein. For the people that are out there that use a protein powder, maybe just replace your existing protein powder with the complete protein with Organifi and see how your body likes that too. But little by little, step by step, I always think of it like if you're building a wall, you're building it one brick at a time. But eventually you're gonna have a wall, and who knows, maybe you'll have a castle.